Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the Frontline Changes report. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to do a SITREP later because it's Chinese New Year Eve or Lunar New Year Eve, and the next day is Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year first day. So it's going to be a very busy period. So this is the Frontline Changes. I try my best to do the SITREP for the past 24 hours, but tomorrow it's gonna be very challenging to do a report. I'll see how it goes. Anyway, start off with Hryhorivka. So over at this at the Bakhmut front, sorry, this is Bakhmut city, and at Hryhorivka, which is over here, Grigorivka if you are speaking in Russian or speaking in Ukrainian. And actually, Ukrainians speak in the Russian pronunciation most of the time. So anyway, there is a geolocation of Ukrainian forces getting hit by FPV drones from the Russian side, and they are actually at this area here. This location is not claimed by the Ukrainian side, but it is claimed by the Russian side, and this invalidates the Russians' presence in this region here. So as a result of this presence, the entire Russian claims over this area here is now rescinded. The Ukrainians now have control over this area here. This is according to the Ukrainian mapping already. So this is the Ukrainian mapping, as you can see, is over here. This is the Ukrainian claims, and so the Russian claims I have this this pok there. This pok is no more. Because because of this geolocation. So the Ukrainian forces basically have now taken this in this area here in this progress. And I have to explain a little bit why the entire area below now is invalidated as well, because if you look at the terrain, there's literally no possibility that the Russians have a capability to just travel and reinforce in these directions when the Ukrainians are here, as they can follow through these tree lines to that position. So it would not make sense that the Russians have positions around here whilst the Ukrainians have position around here. It's just not possible. So which is why the entire area here is now invalidated, and we are following closer to the Ukrainian mapping, and this is the change over at this Hryhorivka at the Bakhmut front. So in case you are not sure exactly where it is, it's actually a northwest of Bodanivka, where the main fighting currently is happening over the northern flank of the Bakhmut front, and Bakhmut city is of course over here. So we move on to the Avdiivka front, and the Avdiivka fronts yet have breakthroughs for the Russians. In the northern part of the northern neighborhood, this is Avdiivka, and in the northern part where the Russians are currently making this attack, there's more updates coming from the Ukrainian mapping. The Ukrainian now disclaim this area here. This area is now under Russian control. The Russians have actually managed to line up the front line over these two areas that they previously have seems to have captured, and they're now lining up this front line. And this is a continuation of the capture, and it does shows that the Ukrainians continue to be falling back due to the Russian offensive in this northern part of the Avdiivka front. However, it's not all bad news. There is on the northeastern part of Avdiivka, there is a geolocation of Ukrainian forces getting hit by FPV drone. Actually, that's not the good news. But the geolocation does suggest that the Ukrainians are in this Dacha region, or this holiday house region, and this actually disclaimed the Russian claims. So the Russians previously have the Russians' current claim is something like this. This is the current Russian claims, but due to this geolocation, the Russians definitely at least don't have this. This area here is not under Russian control. So this is the frontline change in the northeastern part of Avdiivka. So we have this claim. This I would say more like a clarification of the front line, whereas we have a actual frontline change over in the northern part of Avdiivka. So we move on away from the northern part of from Avdiivka. We move into Georgievka. So it's just nearby in the Donetsk front, in the Marinka sector of the Donetsk front. There is Russian control expansion over in the northern shores of the Georgievka, the northern part of the Georgievka. The Russians are making this push in the north, and they managed to capture more grounds. this change come from Deep State UA, the pro-Ukrainian side, that is reporting this. So yeah, it's not it's Ukrainian propaganda. Ukrainian propaganda say that Russians are advancing. So we move on, and further we move into Novomykhailivka, which is actually further south. So just now we are at here, Heorhiivka. Now we go into Novomykhailivka. At Novomykhailivka, there is this a very interesting geolocation. So there is this geolocation of a Russian flag being installed in this northeastern part of Novomykhailivka, or northeastern outskirt. And this flag planted over here, I can only put it as a plausible. There's a plausibility that the Russians are there. It's not sure that the Russians have captured their position for good. The Ukrainian information, in the latest information about Novomykhailivka, claim that the Russian forces has been pushed out of Novomykhailivka. So I'm not sure how they do it, but that's the claim right now. And so this geolocation of this flag definitely is a bit dubious, because the Ukrainians have shown that they can fly a drone and drop a flag and plant a flag without human beings over there. So we will take this with a pinch of salt, but definitely I have already drawn the Russian mapping to be like this. It like this. It get a bit higher a bit. So this is currently the Russian claims. I'll put it as a claim. We shall continue to monitor if that's the case. And then another one last frontline change is over at the Novopokrovka. So in the southwestern part of Novopokrovka, which is over here, or you can call it the northwestern part of Verbove, which is over here. So anyway, in this direction, there is a geolocation by Deep State UA. They wrote a very long story about how they have this special operation force and a special detachment, and they go and conquer this stronghold current at this position. And so because of this, that this is actually a gray zone, because there was overlapping claims. They're always taking these trench lines to and fro, and both sides, both Russian and Ukrainian, claim this entire tree line. Due to this claim by Deep State UA, I will give it to the Ukrainians, and now the Russian front line will look like this. Yeah, because the geolocation is only at one spot, it's not the entire tree line. So yeah, so they're gonna get a salient here. And so that's it. This is the frontline changes over the past 24 hours. Do press the like button, subscribe. Like I mentioned, I will try to do the SITREP if possible later. And also, if I don't see you, if happen to be I'm super busy, a happy Lunar New Year or happy Chinese New Year, and I'll see you guys in the New Year, Chinese New Year.